You know I'm back, like I never left.
Hey, Panther Podcast Nation, welcome inside Studio B. And with everything that's going on in the world, we thought it would be a cool time to highlight our seniors from the class of 2020. We're going to be talking to seniors from different clubs, organizations, and teams. We're talking about their most memorable moments. You might even get to hear their most embarrassing moment. And so we're going to have them sit down right here at the Panther Podcast. But like everyone else, we are practicing social distancing here at the Panther Podcast. So we're having them video conference in right here to Studio B, a.k.a. my bedroom. And we're going to talk to them and have a one-for-one interview and just sit down and talk about all the different things that they've experienced here at PHS. So it's going to be a cool interview. Our first interview is Cade Wolak. He was named Plainfield Scholar Athlete for the Southeast chapter of the National Football Foundation. So we talked to him about that and more right here on the Panther Podcast. All right, now on the Panther Podcast, we welcome in football and baseball star Cade Wolak. So thanks for coming on the podcast today.
Anytime, sir.
All right, so let's start it off. You were named Plainfield Scholar Athlete for the Southeast chapter of the National Football Foundation. What does this honor mean to you, considering I know you've grown up with football all your life as a coach's son?
Yeah, it's great because my dad and we got the same award. So it's just like our bond together between football has always been there. And I started playing football as a freshman. So just my journey from that to this is just a huge accomplishment.
And it's a very cool thing to be honoring your school, and it's definitely something cool to acknowledge that you and your dad both have the same award and that you both can wear that with a little bit of pride.
Of course.
And going back to your dad, what was it like to play for him all 4 years of high school? Most kids sometimes get their dads for rec league, but you got him for your high school experience as well. So what was that like?
Yeah, we definitely had our ups and downs because it's hard to treat him like an actual coach, like because I live with him and stuff, but it's definitely an advantage. I got like a bunch of film work, and any questions I had at home was answered by him. So I definitely had the advantage of knowing the plays and how to run them and everything like that.
That brings me up to one of these. Another question: after a game, would you go home breaking down film, breaking down the game? All right, what could we have done better?
After games, honestly, I was just so tired. I would go home and sleep, and then the next morning after film study, we'd go home, go out to breakfast or whatever, and we'd talk about the game then, what I could do better the next one.
That's a cool experience. And now, Cade, what was it like? I know the Turkey Day game holds something special in every football player's heart. What was it like to play in your last Turkey Day game this year?
It was a whole a different experience, especially in the morning because my junior year we played at night since it was going to be so cold the next day. It was just it was a tough experience because Grizzled they had like a pretty harsh environment, I'd say, and of course being the away team, and we had a good crowd that game, but it sucks to lose by 1 point.
It definitely does, and it was cold. It was cold, not less. It was cold, muddy, rainy.
Yep.
And windy. I forgot. Windy was too. So you had definitely all the elements working against you on that. But it was definitely that Turkey Day game something to remember.
Yeah, it would have been great to pull out a win because we go to our Turkey Day or Thanksgiving at dinner at my grandmother's house, and she's always asking how the game was or whatever like that. So it would have been nice to say we won, especially in my last year.
And now I'm going to flip it on over to more of the senior-based questions. So what is one of your favorite memories here at PHS?
Oh, God. Can be one or two.
It can be whatever you want. If you want 3, 5.
All right. So one was my freshman year. Obviously beating Griswold on Thanksgiving at home after 14 years since I was born. So that was great. Everybody was super happy. That was just a great day. Sophomore year was one of the best friendship laughter moments I've had. Baseball season, it was just everything went perfect. We went 14-1. It was just great. And then junior year, I had a greater bond with everybody,
yep.
Especially since I've been playing sports with everybody and getting comfortable with everybody.
You achieved that upperclassman status that you've been.
Exactly. And I started my first game on varsity junior year football. So that was a whole different experience too.
And I got to ask, what was one of your favorite classes and why?
Oh gosh. Probably my business class this year
Yep.
because I want to be a business major and I love the subject.
Yep.
Plus, I have Caleb Gibson and Jaden Fort in there, and
Oh, you got the
like
you got
a
the whole
bunch of friends.
ragtag of guys in there,
Yeah,
huh?
a bunch of friends in there. Yeah, it's great. It's just fun.
And now, what is your go-to pump-up song that gets you ready for that big game, the game that you might be playing in?
Um, Probably "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. Eminem,
Oh,
like,
that is a good
yeah,
song.
he's got some good music that just like kind of gets you in the zone.
I would agree. That pumps me up for a broadcast when I'm getting ready. See, I
Of
agree.
course.
And then I gotta ask, what was one of your most embarrassing moments throughout high school?
Oh God. Probably sophomore year when I was going down the stairs and I had like tons of books in my hands and stuff, and I tripped on a stair and fell all the way down the flights, and those like that middle corridor
Oh,
staircase.
I feel like
Everybody saw.
I feel like everyone's embarrassing moment is when they fall down those stairs. I
Yes.
swear to God, that's everyone's embarrassing moment when they drop all their books and all the upperclassmen are looking at them.
Oh, it's just so embarrassing. Everybody laughed.
It's like a new level of embarrassment when you fall
For
down those
sure.
stairs.
So bad.
And now, with all this unexpected free time, what have you been watching or listening to?
I've been listening to a lot of different types of genres of music, so I've been getting into like country or like
Ooh.
slower songs instead of just like a bass rap type playlist. And I've been watching this series on Netflix called All American.
Oh,
It's about like a football play. Yeah, it's a
that
good show.
I've heard nothing but good things. I got to start watching it. But
Yeah, it's really good. You should.
everyone that I've talked to has started to binge watch that. What do you like about that show?
I just love like his backstory, how he started in like the lower parts of California. He had to adapt to a new society, and he started to get recognition for his football game, and it's just a great storyline.
All right, and now what's your plans for next year?
So I'm gonna attend QVCC
Mm-hmm.
for 2 years to get my basics done and any business classes that I can done
Yep.
there, and then I'm gonna transfer my credits to Eastern Connecticut State University and pursue a bachelor's in accounting to become a personal accountant.
Oh, look at you! You're gonna be crunching numbers for the rest of your life.
Yep,
Lucky man.
gotta love math.
Oh, just gotta love it. Cade Wolak, right here on the Panther Podcast. Thank you guys for watching the Panther Podcast. We thank Cade Wolak for coming on the show to sit down, spend a couple minutes of his time talking about his senior year and his time here at PHS. So we'd like to thank them. Executive producer is Mr. Jordan. Project supervisor is Dr. Bickgood. On-site producer is Hannah Irons. And I'm Jacob Irons. I'm signing off. Have a good one, everybody.